Chauncey Billups was a Hall of Famer, a Finals MVP, the man they called Mr. Big Shot because he never blinked under pressure. For nearly 3 decades, his name was synonymous with integrity. But on October 23, 2025, the FBI revealed that Billups was playing a game far more dangerous than anything he ever faced on the hardwood. While Blazers fans were getting ready for the 2025-26 season, federal agents were unsealing a 22-page indictment that would destroy his legacy in a single morning. It wasn't just about illegal gambling. It was a multi-million-dollar cheating syndicate involving modified DeckMate shuffling machines, X-ray tables, and a direct pipeline to the most notorious crime families in New York. Today, we go inside the face card scandal. We're breaking down the high-tech secret that allowed a hidden ring to steal $7 million from unsuspecting victims, why the Mafia needed an NBA legend to pull it off, and the Co-Conspirator 8 mystery that just ruined the Portland Trail Blazers. To understand how this worked, you have to understand the fish. In the world of high-stakes underground poker, a fish, or a whale, is a wealthy individual with more money than skill. But these millionaires don't just show up to a random basement in Brooklyn. They need a reason to trust the game. That's where Chauncey Billups and former player Damon Jones allegedly came in. According to the FBI, they were the face cards. In a professional cheating ring, the face card is the celebrity lure. The Mafia, specifically the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese families, knew that a wealthy CEO or a high net worth investor wouldn't take a second thought about losing $50,000 if they were sitting across the table from an NBA champion. The indictment alleges that from 2019 through late 2025, Billups and Jones were used to attract fish to games in Las Vegas, Miami, and the Hamptons. These victims thought they were testing their luck against the best athletes in the world. In reality, they were walking into a digital slaughterhouse where every hand was decided before the cards were even dealt. But Billups wasn't just a face in the crowd. The feds allege he received a direct cut of the fleeced earnings. In one specific game in Las Vegas in April 2019, the FBI tracked a $50,000 loss from a single victim, money that was allegedly funneled back to the cheating teams. This wasn't some guy hiding an ace up his sleeve or a dealer doing a second deal. This was 21st century warfare. The FBI seized technology that looks like it belongs in a Bond movie. If you've ever played poker, this will make your skin crawl. The article called the Modified Shuffler. The ring used DeckMate 2 shufflers. These are the gold standard in casinos, but these machines were secretly altered with internal cameras. As the shuffler shuffled, the camera read the suit and rank of every single card. It then used an algorithm to calculate exactly which seat at the table would receive the winning hand. Step 1, the shuffler sends the deck order to an off-site operator. Step 2, the operator identifies the quarterback, the cheater sitting at the table. Step 3, the operator sends a signal to the quarterback via a decoy phone or a vibrating device hidden in their clothing. It gets crazier. They used electronic poker chip trays. These trays had hidden infrared cameras built into the plastic. When you placed your cards near your chips, the tray read your hand and beamed it to the ring's analyzers. Then there were the marked cards. To the naked eye, they looked like standard bicycle decks, but they were coated in a special ink only visible through custom-made contact lenses or high-tech sunglasses. Imagine trying to bluff a guy who can literally see the invisible 7 of spades through the back of your card. While the poker ring is a scandal on its own, the fallout for the NBA and the Portland Trail Blazers is much worse. At the same time Billups was being indicted, another case was unsealed against Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier. The Rozier indictment focuses on prop betting. The feds allege Rozier and a group of associates used non-public insider information to hammer betting lines. But buried in those documents was a name that set the Pacific Northwest on fire: Co-Conspirator 8. This is where it gets extremely conspiratorial. The indictment alleges that in March 2023, Co-Conspirator 8 contacted the betting ring before a game between the Blazers and the Chicago Bulls. The message? The starters aren't playing tonight. Go heavy on the under. That night, the Blazers were blown out. The bettors made a fortune. If Co-Conspirator 8 is indeed Billups, it means the head coach of an NBA franchise was actively leaking locker room secrets to help a Mafia-backed betting ring profit off his own team's losses. The NBA didn't wait for a trial. Within hours of the news breaking, Billups was placed on immediate administrative leave. The team he spent years trying to build was left in total chaos, and the Mr. Big Shot legacy was effectively erased. You might be wondering, why did the Mafia need NBA players, and how did they keep this secret for 6 years? The New York crime families, the Gambinos, Genoveses, and Bonos, already ran clean illegal games in the city. But clean games have low margins. By rigging the games, they could guarantee millions in profit. The Mafia provided the muscle. According to U.S. Attorney Joseph Nosla, if a victim realized they were being cheated and refused to pay, the Mafia used extortion, threats, and even gunpoint robberies to collect their money. Billups and Jones were the respectable front. They made the games feel elite. The victims were so starstruck by the athletes that they ignored the red flags. Meanwhile, the Mafia was laundering the proceeds through shell companies and cryptocurrency, moving over $7 million through a complex web that the FBI spent 3 years untangling. Chauncey Billups has pleaded not guilty. His legal team, led by Chris Haywood, is following a very specific strategy. Their argument? Why would a man who earned over $100 million in his career and had a guaranteed coaching contract risk everything for a card game? They claim the FBI is relying on unreliable informants and that Billups was just a guest at these games, not a participant in the fraud. But the prosecution says they have the receipts. They allegedly have iCloud backups of text messages where Billups is discussed as part of the cheating team and financial records showing a $50,000 transfer in 2020 that they claim is his cut of the Las Vegas game. For the Blazers, the damage is done. The franchise is now at the center of the biggest sports betting scandal since Tim Donaghy. The NBA's relationship with gambling companies, which has brought in billions of dollars, is now under the microscope of the United States Congress. If convicted of wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy, Chauncey Billups faces up to 20 years in federal prison. Whether he was a mastermind or just a face card caught in a web he didn't understand, the result is the same. The man who was once the most trusted voice in the locker room is now the face of a Mafia indictment. Is this a case of the FBI overreaching, or is the Mr. Big Shot we knew a lie? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to see our deep dive into the Terry Rozier insider trading case, click the video on your screen right now.